Hello, trading is closed on February 1st, 2022. Let's start with our disclaimer as we always do. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, February 2nd. Remember, I can be completely wrong and any trade you make should be at your own risk. Look for the pattern with the early low, which is this. Tomorrow should have the early high. We had a target, 44.6294. We said unless we gapped up smartly, it should print. We gapped up. I wouldn't call it smartly, frankly. And hasn't printed yet. It hasn't until early tomorrow, but it looks pretty far away. Probably isn't going to work. There's a new target for tomorrow, 44.9631. That's what this rules call for printing. We'll get into that in just a minute. The other call we made was the commonest thing was the gap outside yesterday's range, and that's what happened. During the day, MEJT said this rally would retrace to this line. Hasn't happened yet. Said this drop wouldn't stick, so this rally wouldn't stick, and that's all worked. About once or twice a year, I get a whole cluster of targets that do not print. When I came up with this system a long time ago, I had one of those rare periods for a month and a half, every single target printed when it was supposed to print. If I had the bad luck to have a period like this, I don't know if I would have stuck with it. In any event, about once or twice a year, I get a whole cluster of failed targets. They print eventually. They just don't always print when you want them to. And when I get a whole bunch printing like this one after the other, I suspect we might be in one of those periods. And because of that, I'm reluctant to risk money on the call for the target. It's particularly true when there's a higher target up here, 45.7094, which is close and which should print at some time. And I'm also reluctant because the Fed whipsaw target has us going more than 200 points over this 44.22 level. Now, I have seen the last leg fall short, but still, it seems to be playing out as incredible as that seemed as recently as Friday when we traded under 4,300. The wave count I have is still alive. I think it's on life support. We've rallied to overlap wave 2. The rule is you shouldn't overlap wave 1, but some people say you shouldn't overlap 2 either, and we're gapping up, so we're in danger of killing the whole count. Right now we have an A and a B, and we have C equal to A, so if it stops here you can explain it, but of course we had an ABC after yesterday's pattern 2 with different origin for B, and that didn't stop the rally from continuing. Tomorrow's pattern has the early high but could gap down. Typically it's a rally day with a high in the final hour. Failure is a straight line drop. There is a lower MEJT target. The rules call for it to print. If we don't gap up smartly, catch is that once or twice a year I get a cluster of targets that don't print in their preferred time frames. Since we've surpassed a number of logical stopping places for this recovery, it's possible we're in one of those clusters. At some time, those targets under us should print. The wave count remains alive for now, but the FOMC whipsaw calls for a print in the 4,600, and there's a higher target that would probably kill the count. In addition, tomorrow's a major change in trend day based on somebody else's work. So for all those reasons, that's not clear enough for me. I'm just not going to make a call for tomorrow. And that is today's non-call.